Go.
Okay, talking with Coach Geesman about the 1998 Penn football team. Penn football team that certainly had another great year, going 13-1, won the Northern Indiana Conference Regional Champs, lost to Homestead at Homestead, which is one of the most significant games during this coach's career because it changed a lot of things. And I want to start right there, Chris. The Homestead game, if I recall, is this the game where the kicker, you missed a field goal?
Yeah, we did.
And it changed how you coach kickers, right?
Well, yeah, we had a sophomore kicker, Matt Nagy, who was really good, and he was great by the time he was a senior. And we had an unbelievable crosswind, and it wasn't exactly a perfect crosswind. It kind of went from the corner, one end zone, to the corner of the other. It was cross field. It was kind of hard to explain, but it was a significant wind, and we ended up moving the ball into field goal range with like a minute to go, down 9-7. And I thought that that it would be good to have him kick from the hash, where the wind was coming. And he hit it a ton. He didn't choke, he hit it a ton, but the wind carried it away, and we lost. And Art Klinger told me, as a golfer, he says, as a golfer, you always like to hit into the wind because it's easier to judge things. He said, I think kicker would be the same way. I said, thanks, Art. 15 minutes ago, I could have used that. But the thing was, and I guess talking to Matt would have rather kicked from the other hash, but being a sophomore, he was afraid to say anything, so he just went out and did it. And I took all the blame for that, and it did, as I alluded to earlier, it changed my partner here. It changed the way that we coach kickers game night. Now, we always have a middle school coach who'll be with us, and he'll go out early with our kickers. And we are, people think, because quote, that the First Army at the scene of the battle wins 80% of the time. Well, that's part of it, but we also want to get out there so our kickers can go to their end of the other end of the field, it's not ours, and kick both hash marks in the middle, and they tell me then, actually they tell the coach, the middle school coach with them, where they want the ball to be going north, where they want the ball to be going south, if it's can't be in the middle. The second thing the middle school coach does, this little book, he checks the range of each kicker at each end. And is what I like is he'll stand by me, and during the game, he'll come up to me, we're in field goal range. Just to let me know, but then I'll go ahead and call it, but I know we're in field goal range, so if it's, instead of, fourth down, get the field goal team ready, because if we don't get this, we're going to kick one. And also, so I've done this for our kickers, and I told you earlier that we let them go out halftime and do the same type of thing. And I do a lot of let the kickers telling me what they want. I know what their range is, and because the coaches give me that, but I let them where they want it spotted. Now, so we try to get the middle. If we can't get the middle, where do you want it? Right hash. That's okay.
Northern Indiana Conference that year selected Tim Summer, Dustin Clayton, Brent Lady, who's a coach now, Stredzlicki, Lizzie, quarterback, Sensalewski, Nagy, Brian Witten, Terry Saylor, Ryan Murphy, Adam Sabo, Nate Poulin, all those guys had a great group of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody jump off the page at you?
Well, I
special stories?
remember, yeah, a lot, they all do. As I said, it's just like, the interesting thing, we won our first state championship in 1983. I remember telling our kids after the game, we had 100 kids. I said, I want to tell you one thing, I don't care if you think you're the number one player on the team or the number 100 player on the team. I said, it would not be the same if you were not here. If you were not on this team, the dynamic would not be the same. I don't care who you are. Whether you play a lot or not, you're at practice every day, you helped one way or another scout team or it wouldn't be the same. And yes, I mean, we wouldn't be the same if any of those kids were missing. So, I mean, I remember playing over at LaPorte, and I remember Nate Paul made one or two key interceptions late, which kind of saved the game for us. I mean, it was first of all Halloween night, second they're orange and black. I mean, so everything played the Halloween motif. We had about 3 kids got lost in the locker room trying to find the restroom for the game. He was screaming. We had to go send a search party for him. So, and it was they really gave us all we wanted, and they had a big, tall, strong quarterback. I can't remember. I think he ended up going to Bethel College and playing basketball or something. Boy, he was good though, and we pulled off. They were in that bear defense, and boy, it just gave us, first time we've really seen a team that ran it good, and it really gave us all kinds of problems. And that's the one thing they taught us, what we were going to work on in the off season as coaches, is attacking the bear. And then we did a lot better job of it after that.
You guys ate up the Dumoulin Conference in 1998. You had 6 DAC teams, and you pounded everybody, with the exception of the LaPorte game. That LaPorte game was a 7-point game.
Yeah.
You guys ate them up. Why have you had such great success in the early 2000s and 1999, 98 against the DAC?
Well, it's I don't know. It's another thing. It's getting more one-sided by the year. I mean, it's and some of those games are good games. I'm going to tell you the classic Buzzy and Portage. Here's what happened. First of all, we played them 3 years in the playoffs. 95 was the first one. That's when they had the team. They had like 18 starters back from a dome team. They were ranked in the top 3 in the nation by USA Today. And that's that night with the rain, the snow, that whole story. We beat them that year, and Buzzy was sick about it. In 96, we played over there, and it was even worse for them. We had a 24-21 lead, and they had the ball with 2 minutes, and they were going 8 yards a pop. We couldn't stop them. This is a different year. I should probably wait and talk about it then. But anyway, it was the most bizarre ending you ever see in a game. And then this year, we were down like 14-0, and they intercepted a pass and ran it back. It would have been 21-0, but they'd roughed our quarterback. They came in and really, 2 guys, one low, one spared him right in the top of the helmet, and he went down, and it was a flag. So we got the ball back plus 15. We'd have been down 21-0. They had a good chance. So, I mean, like Portage could have feasibly won all 3 of those games, but we were 3-0 against them. So, I mean, it's not like, what do we have? I mean, we had a good team, and they had some good teams too. It's just that, we're a little better.
Ended up only being a 2-point game, so that really, that play probably was the difference in the game.
Yeah, it was a 3-point game?
Yeah, 23-21 is what
was it, 23-21?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I don't remember everything. I was thinking it was 24-21, but yeah, that is, that was it. But then we got the lead like 23-14. Then it was over. Then they scored and got the ball back moving again. we've always had great games for the Duneland.
All right, let's move